as I'll ever be, Joshua. Did you still love me if I talked like that?
I would not change how much
Savoy, Illinois.
Where?
Savoy.
I don't know how that is.
I feel like it's down by Champaign.
Ah. So it's a sparkling IPA.
Nice.
It's brewed in the Champaign region of Illinois.
Yeah, and now we can start the show. Like, that's our cold open.
Okay. Hello, boys, gals, non-binary pals. Welcome back to the #1 Judgies place in the entire internet. My name is Josh, and I am the slowest talker.
Interesting. I was going to say you're speeding. And my name is Rick.
And my name's Christian.
And we are the
Judgies.
back and dank, yeah, we're hitting some dank memes. I've been saying this for a while. I think we need to bring back like 2009 to 2012 era memes.
Yeah.
I think we need to.
I think they're calling them stickers now.
What the hell?
Who's doing that about why?
I keep seeing TikToks of instead of like saying I posted a meme in the comments, it's a sticker.
Oh, like a still image is now a sticker?
Yeah.
Dank sticker?
Because
like a boss.
It's basically just like a reaction meme.
Sure.
But yeah, they call them stickers.
Yeah.
Because I've been getting TikToks of people recreating them. And the caption's always recreating viral stickers.
I hate that. I hate
it a lot.
Maybe that's just me being old. And
I love that I taught you a TikTok trend, Josh. Look at me not being the friggin' unk of the pod. Oh, God, I ruined it. Fuck.
Daddy, chill.
If you are new here, hey, go ahead and hit like on the video. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Leave a comment. Leave a 5-star review.
Hype this bitch up.
We haven't asked for reviews in a long time.
And friendly reminder that we have a Patreon. Patreon.com/JudgiesPod. $1 a month gets you ad-free.
Get
ad-free.
shit on there.
Immediately ad right after this.
No. But you won't know if you pay us $1 a month, or you can pay for bonus episodes, of course, if you're heading over there. What do you think is your favorite?
Oh, nice
that
crack.
was sharp. Yeah.
Nice crack.
What's this genre of meme called? The faces, the troll face.
Bitmoji?
No, not ASCII. Not like, I mean like troll face.
Wojaks?
Not Wojaks. It was pre-Wojaks. Why am I blinking? What's your favorite one of them, though? Did you ever use a lot of those reactions or stickers? No?
No.
I mean, there's obviously the not bad Obama. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's the basketball player. I'm blanking on everything. This is what we need to bring it back.
Do you have pregnancy brain?
Is it contagious?
I hope not.
Basketball player.
Yeah, really
James
tall
Harden?
Chinese guy.
Oh, Yao Ming.
Yao Ming, the Yao Ming reaction where he's crying, laughing.
Yeah, okay.
These are good. These are good ones.
These are good.
They're classic.
I think we do just steer away from trollable. If I was bringing everything back, I think we could pick and choose. Now I'd get rid of you, Mad Bro, and Troll.
Really?
I would not bring those back.
Fair.
I would bring back Me Gusta in a fucking heartbeat, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me Gusta, Me Gusta.
Is that the frog?
No, Pepe's.
That's Pepe. Got
Pepe
it.
is later than this. That's old. That's new shit. That's that new shit.
That's
We're going
that new old shit.
Old school with our memes.
Did you do this on purpose?
What's up?
I had to teach you something about new internet, so you had to
No,
be mean to me about
you
old
can ask
internet.
Josh
Christian,
hasn't shut the fuck up about this for the last 2 weeks.
You can ask Blake. I've been talking like 3 weeks. I've been saying we need to bring it back.
Well, start it. Every trend has to start with someone.
I'm trying, but it's really cringy and not. There's no real reason you would ever use any of these things in real life.
There was at one point, so
Right.
like
But
maybe do some research.
Now we got stickers.
It's a little unfortunate how quick the internet moves now, because memes used to have like staying power.
Yeah.
They don't got staying power anymore.
Yeah.
You miss a meme, you're 3 days behind on a meme, and then you try to do the meme. They're like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "What? I thought this was the cool new thing." It's like, "Yeah, 3 months ago." It's like, "What? I swear I saw it 2 days ago."
On Instagram Reels, Grandpa.
Think about
Chill
how
out.
long kid eating sand lasted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Or Bad Luck Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or Velociraptor.
Mm-hmm.
Those were years long.
Yeah.
And if we bring them back, maybe the world gets saved.
I mean, Brittany Broski's kombucha girl is still pretty prevalent.
Yeah, that was like 2016 though. That's old. That's new shit.
It's 10 years old.
We're going old school.
Joshua.
We're going back to 2009. I
Kombucha
said.
Girls 2016.
It was Vine, right? Or was that a Twitter reaction of me originally?
Well, I mean, the video is her trying kombucha.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
a video, so it might. I don't know if it. I don't think it was Vine.
I think it might be.
She wasn't.
Vine.
She wasn't famous when that happened.
No,
that's what made her
got her.
famous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty sure it was like 2017 then. It was pretty recent comparatively to the dank memes that I want to bring back.
Did you know that
Yeah.
Broski's not her last name?
Really?
It's a stage name.
Mm-hmm.
It was Brittany her last name.
No, Brittany's her first name.
What's
Does
her
that
last
end in
name?
ski?
No, I can't remember. It's like a normal. I
She's-
shouldn't say normal. Not a normal.
She's
I don't know.
stealing-
She's
Polish
stealing
valor.
Polish valor. Is what you're explaining to us?
No, I can't remember what it is. I got on TikTok with her on it, and they were like, "Can't believe your name's not Broski, Brit, honey, Broski."
It's just like Brittany Williams.
That's a good guess.
What is your Tomlinson?
Oh,
That's-
she's related to Taylor Tomlinson.
She's related to Louis Tomlinson.
I don't know.
No, for both of those. Hey, let's get into the show, folks, because we don't just
Let's get into
talk
it.
about memes that should be brought back. We also talk about stories that are only going to be read one time. We're never going to read a story 2 times.
It'll
I
never
would
happen.
never do that.
And I have some don't-sees tonight, folks, some crazy ones. We have had multiple comments from different people and different sources saying, why don't you guys read more updates to stories?
Are there more updates to stories?
Yeah, but it's hard to keep up with updates. I feel like.
Are you sending us the updates?
Like, we're not getting sent them, which to me shows that people aren't super interested in it. But like when we read a story, if there's updates when we read it, we read them,
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
you know? But it's not like if we read a story, I'm not really thinking about going back to that story to try to find it because there's 10 days between when we record and when this launches.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And there's a recording in between when this launches.
and the next recording.
And so like we are like, well, that's in the past for us. That may as well be Brittany Broski sipping kombucha.
Yeah,
That's how old that shit is
Mm-hmm.
to us. So unfortunately, just with the production of the show doesn't do that. However, we got some Boru's tonight. So there's going to be some updates.
I love a Boru.
For those of you that don't know, that is best of Redditor updates.
That is correct. And trigger warning for discussion of sexual assault on this first story.
Oh, did you do the whole? If you don't know, we don't just blah 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 on this podcast. We also
I did,
okay.
but I didn't do the silly little stories part.
That's okay. I
'Cause
just didn't know if you did the
The
transition.
stories are, I have one silly little story.
Okay,
I have 2,
pretty heavy ones.
I have one silly little story, one silly long story,
Okay.
and one long story
Okay.
tonight. We're
All right.
opening with the long story.
All right.
Or would you want the silly little one?
No.
No.
Let's start it off with
All right.
the big one,
I found this one myself, I think.
the big Boru.
Good job.
I am terrified that my husband has been having sex with me while I'm asleep, and now I'm pregnant.
Did you do a trigger warning?
I did. Do
You
you have pregnancy brain?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, trigger warning for discussion of sexual assault and stuff like that. And it is a pretty long story. But here we go. For context, I have a serious medical condition that requires some pretty heavy medication. It does a lot of things, including destroy my sex drive, and it knocks me out for long periods of time. My husband and I were married before I was diagnosed, and he supported me through my diagnosis and treatment. He's a wonderful man.
So you thought.
Oxymoron. Right
Yeah.
there. We used to have a very active sex life, and it has been a considerable strain on our marriage that I never feel in the mood now. I feel like a terrible wife in this regard, and I miss being able to do what we both enjoy. To be clear, when I take my medication, I am dead to the world. Well, you could blast a firearm next to me and I wouldn't wake up. You could pick me up and toss me around and I might not wake up. Lately, I've felt worse than normal, really sick, dizzy, uncomfortable, etc. I went to the doctor scared I might be sick with COVID, and it turns out I'm pregnant. 5 weeks. But I haven't had sex with my husband in at least 2 months, maybe more, and I did not cheat on him. I told my husband and he was surprised. It's probably 1,000,001 chance I got pregnant due to the medication I'm on and my condition. He was shocked, then excited, and I was just so relieved he didn't accuse me of cheating that I didn't stop to consider why he didn't accuse me. It's been a few days. I've been thinking about when I first started taking my medication. It was hard for him to adjust to me not wanting to have sex, and he used to joke that I could just lay there and watch TV while we do it. Here's what makes me scared. He used to joke that he could just have sex with me while I'm sleeping, and that way I don't have to deal with it and he can be satisfied.
Brother,
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for playing a long clip, and then I decide I'm going to take a drink, and then as soon as I put the drink to my lips,
Well,
you
I'm
end
sorry.
it with the gunshot.
I'm sorry.
I'm just razzing you, man.
Hey,
I'm just razzing you.
I'm getting used to the soundboard. I'm going crazy with it already, I feel like.
I'm just razzing you, man. You're my little Barry.
Okay.
I like
Mad
to
or
razz you.
otherwise?
Razz.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Here we go. I've started thinking about all the times I woke up in the morning and had uncomfortable pelvic pressure that usually only comes from me after I have sex. My husband likes to be rough, and I don't really mind that. We were always pretty wild and better adventurous. Or sometimes I'll have bruises that I just can't explain. So I confronted my husband about this, about me being scared he did this to me, and at the least why he wasn't surprised that the dates don't match up. He was immediately angry that I would accuse him of something so horrible and insist that I'm just misremembering the last time we had sex. The medication does play with my memory sometimes, but I remember the last time we had sex. I remember every time we have sex now because I don't enjoy it. I didn't want to panic. I don't want to talk myself into being convinced he's having sex with me while I'm asleep, and I don't want to talk myself out of this possibility just to protect our marriage, but I'm terrified. This is the only possibility I can come up with, and if it's true, I don't know what to do. I've been heartbroken for a while over the idea that I wouldn't be able to have kids. And now I'm going to have a baby, and I'm so happy, but what if this happened because of what my husband did? So that was the first original post.
That is horrifying.
Terrifying.
It's one thing because there's lots of people that, have that discussion ahead of time and say like, yeah, what is it? Consensual non-consent.
Yep.
Like, yeah, go for it. But you have to have that. It's consensual ahead of time.
Yeah.
Type of conversation. And the fact, first of all, it's gross to me that he wants to have sex with you while you are that unconscious.
Yeah.
Right.
And then continues to be rough with you to where you have unexplained bruises and pelvic pain while you're unconscious.
Allegedly.
That is bad guy behavior.
Horrible guy behavior.
Yes.
Worst guy behavior.
Yes.
No, it's especially like she's told him that it makes her uncomfortable when he talks about that.
Yeah.
And he keeps joking about it.
Uh-huh. And now
And now
how can you not, how do you even try to convince yourself that that's not what's happening?
right, even if he's
Yeah.
fully innocent.
Because the evidence here,
yeah.
I don't like it.
No, he would be convicted by a jury of his peers
I would hope.
beyond a
Yeah.
reasonable doubt.
I would hope.
You know what I mean?
Unfortunately, a man like this has peers that are probably along the same lines.
What?
No.
Thank you. So there's an edit to that first post, but this is not the first update. I just want to say, actually, let me see if this is even worth. Yeah, okay. So she thanks everybody for being, helpful and everything about reading it. Just to be clear, because there are too many responses to answer directly, no, I have never given permission for my husband to have sex with me while I'm sleeping. I have asked him if I have ever instigated something while asleep, sleepwalked, sleep spoke, or did anything in my sleep related to sex, and he answered no. We have never had sex outside of a time when I was fully cognizant and aware of what's happening. And yes, I am keeping the baby regardless of what happened. And so, of course, there's a lot of comments saying are those normal reactions to the medication? Is there anything you can do about it? And also the joking is really, really messed up. And she says, when he was joking about having sex with me when I slept, it never came out as outright creepy. I mean, the idea is creepy, but he never sounded creepy or sinister or anything like that. It was
because
always
you don't want to think about that from your spouse, your partner.
Yeah.
You don't want to just automatically assume
Right.
that he's being a fucking creep. Sorry. Go
no,
on.
no, you're perfectly fine, Erica. The idea is creepy, but he never sounded creepy. It was always playful and with laughter. He never made me feel outright uncomfortable, and I thought we were just joking. When I confronted him, it didn't seem like he was attempting to gaslight me about the dates not matching up. He seemed sure I was misremembering because of my medication, but I absolutely know we did not have sex 5 weeks ago, at least sex that I participated in. And so somebody asked, either he had sex without your consent or you have problems with your memory. You should try to rule out memory problems. For example, by talking to your doctor and asking whether your medication could do that. And she does say, like, again, I have issues with the memory on the medication. It makes things I did or said really hazy, almost like it happened in a dream and not in real life. But I'm very, very aware of when I'm having sex and when I'm not. The medication makes me very tired, which is part of why my sex drive is gone. So when I do agree to have sex, it's more of a service I'm performing for the benefit of my husband than anything else. Which that alone is pretty gross.
Yeah.
And it's pretty gross that she feels that she has to do that.
Yeah.
All the enjoyment is gone. So I remember when it happens because it's just a chore and not one that I enjoy. But yeah. Here's a commenter who's from someone who's a rape crisis counselor who also struggles with brain fog. She says, or they say, trust yourself. Did I say brain frog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also struggle with brain fog. They say, did I say it correctly that
They
time?
say ribbit.
I was going to say that too.
They say, trust yourself. You know, deep down, the last time you had sex was the last time you had sex. Don't let him gaslight you. Edit, I should say, to me, it seems like he's trying to rug sweep and gaslight you. I see what you're seeing, though, is what I meant. If you need to talk privately, feel free to reach out. So this person was giving them hotline advice, all that stuff. And the OP reiterates, I know that we didn't have sex because I do not enjoy it. It was something that I would remember. I've never had a problem with my husband lying to me. He's a very honest person. When he looks me in the eye and tells me we had sex to conceive our baby, I can't see any deception. So now I'm terrified he's a sociopath, master liar, or I've lost my mind. And so there's a bunch of
Both
questions.
bad options.
Right.
Yeah.
Like this situation, neither one of those possibilities is a good thing.
So there's a couple of questions about the medication, like can she continue it while she's pregnant and all this stuff, and she's answering all that. But then we get to an update. This was 2 weeks later, September of 2020.
Okay.
I wanted to give an update as to what's been happening in the past 2 weeks. My first post got a crazy amount of attention, and I'm not going to read the rest of that statement. The medication I'm on for my condition is taken at night because it affects me the way it does. So it completely knocks me out. I would not be taking this medication if I had the baby to take care of, regardless of my condition. And I discontinued almost immediately after finding out I was pregnant. After the medication does not impact her fertility, her condition does. So that's why she was like, I didn't think I'd ever have a baby.
Yeah.
After I made my post and read through about 300 comments, I think I went a little crazy. I started to convince myself that I was just making it all up, and I started doubting everything I knew and myself. I went to the hospital to speak to my doctor about the medication and severe side effects. I asked if it could make me engage in any sexual acts while asleep, etc. The answer to all these questions is no. The medication didn't make any of this even a possibility, and no, my husband doesn't have sexsomnia, and neither would the medication mess up my memory so much that I might not remember sex or consenting to it. This medication is not a sedative. After emailing with my OBGYN, who absolutely assured me her prediction of 5 weeks could very much be off by as much as the 3 that would explain my pregnancy, I had to accept that even if some stuff didn't add up, maybe I was destroying 3 lives for nothing. I never woke up with any semen in me. I tend to sleep in just underwear and don't remember that being missing or wrong in any way. The pelvic pressure could be explained by the pregnancy. The bruises, I don't know, but people bruise themselves all the time and don't know how.
Yeah.
Things were bad with my husband, though. I accused him of assaulting me. That can destroy a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I was pissed at myself. I kind of spent almost the past 2 weeks locking myself in the bedroom, humiliated, embarrassed, and feeling like shit. We didn't really talk much to each other, and if we did, it was about the baby. I think I knew our relationship was over at that point. I went 2 days ago to get another ultrasound at 7 weeks, just to check on the baby because I've been feeling weird, and to get the pregnancy dated again so I could maybe feel less insane. After a better look at the fetus this time, The original 5 weeks prediction turned out to be wrong. Even with a little bit of buffer time to be safe, I was most likely 8 weeks or just about as close as you can get. We absolutely got pregnant during the night I remember having sex. And to clarify, we never used protection because my husband doesn't like condoms. We're in a monogamous relationship. And I've been told since I was a teenager, the chances of getting pregnant are slim to none because of her condition.
Okay.
We just fought after that, and he got really mean and cold. A couple of nights ago, we were watching a movie, and it was the closest I felt to him since this started. The fact that he even wanted to watch a movie with me felt like a victory. When it was over, he asked if I really thought that he could have raped me. I started crying, and he started yelling, demanding an answer. Before I could answer, he started laughing and said he couldn't get me wet enough to penetrate me even if he tried. It was him just being mean about my health. My medication doesn't make me disinterested in sex. It just makes it really hard for me to get aroused. When we have sex, we have to use a ton of lube so I don't rip and bleed. I told him that wasn't funny, and he said he really thought it was. We started a fight about my accusation and how it made him feel. When I tried to tell him how sorry I was and how I was just really scared he wasn't the person I thought he was, he said I tried to ruin his life. Then he admitted he tried to finger me a couple of times while I was asleep and never got anywhere, so he gave up. And that isn't rape.
What? Yes, it is.
What?
So just when you thought maybe he wasn't a piece of shit.
I was like, dang, okay, we misjudged this man.
Yeah.
Turns out we didn't misjudge this man.
Yeah. This is, yeah. So we're going to pause. We can pause for a second. There is still a bit more of this update.
Jesus.
We can pause for a second.
Golly.
So to recap, she thought because of the due date or the conception date that the OBGYN gave,
The original
that there was
one.
no other way other than he had sex with her while she was asleep.
The evidence was there.
Right.
I think that, like you said, a jury would absolutely agree with you. The evidence is there.
And then, yeah, you get the little update where you're like, oh, he was telling the truth, which, like, I get why that would be in it. I'm not saying this wouldn't be an insane. This is such an intense, like, almost unimaginable thing to have happen in a relationship, let alone a marriage. You've known each other for however many years.
Mm-hmm.
His reaction to it this many weeks past is also just like, what the fuck? Like, even if he was fully innocent, to be like joking about how like, oh, I can't even have fucking sex with you if I tried. Like, all that stuff is also gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like she was just like blindly accusing him.
Correct.
She also was very confused as to, and like was given medical answers as to why maybe it happened or how it happened.
Also, I feel like I'd start doing some research if I'm getting accused for this.
Yeah.
I think I'm starting to look at how often can due dates be. I think I'm doing a couple Google searches.
But like, if God forbid this happened to me, I would like to feel like I would be very understanding of what's going on in her world and be like, I understand why you think this could be a possibility.
Yeah.
I know I'm not guilty, but I get it.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt your feelings, of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely it would.
But
and it would hurt my feelings too to be accused of that. Like,
right.
I get what he's I don't want to like even side with this man even remotely, but I get where he's saying like, I can't believe you would think that I would do something like that.
Right.
Like, you know who I am as a person, but then clearly it's still an issue.
He the fact that he just out of nowhere was like, yeah, I tried to finger bang you, but that's not rape.
But he did that in an attempt to get
clear
things
himself.
started. Well, no.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
To get things started to rape her.
Right.
Yeah.
Why else would you do that?
Correct. That's not going to do anything for him.
Yeah. But in this moment, he's even trying to clear himself. Like, I couldn't even have sex with you because I tried to finger you.
Yep.
And I couldn't even do that. And now you're like, so you're admitting to fucking raping your wife.
Yep.
Straight up.
Yep.
And then I didn't even catch on to that, but you're right. Like, that means he was trying to move it somewhere else.
Yep.
All right.
Why you gotta have such a fucked up story, Josh? This is a fucked up fucking story.
It is, but I thought it was interesting.
It is
interesting.
This has been such a roller coaster because I really was like, this man's going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, damn, I hope they like work through this. Like, that's so terrible for their relationship. And now I'm like, this man needs to go to jail.
So the OP continues. I started screaming at him, demanding to know if he was telling the truth. I started hyperventilating. He started screaming back that he never raped me. He only used his fingers to penetrate me, only because he was desperate. He said I really hurt him, accusing him of rape. And it can't be rape because we're married, and it was just his fingers and not his penis.
Wrong.
And then he said he'd given me oral while I was sleeping once, trying to get me wet enough for penetration. And that was when he'd stop.
He is literally attempting to rape you.
Yeah. And
he's assaulting you.
Yes.
This is assault.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
He also admitted to using my hand to jerk him off while I slept, but only a couple times. So that's the truth of it. Our baby was conceived while I participated. So the baby wasn't conceived through any of this. This was not a baby due to the assaults.
But that doesn't even matter now.
Right. That's just what the yeah. But my husband admitted to touching me while I slept. And then I don't think she's saying this. She's just saying, but it's not rape because we're married?
Wrong. It's still rape.
He believes that. He stands by it. And I'm crazy for thinking otherwise, according to him.
Somebody call Olivia Benson.
Mariska Hargitay?
Yeah. Get me the Law and Order theme song right now.
Oh, get that on the board. Get the Law and Order board. No, just the dun dun. Just give me that one.
Okay.
We should get that. That's a really good one if someone's doing something illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Search it up and
specifically
add it to your favorites there.
Sex crimes, especially heinous.
Especially heinous sex crimes, yeah. And I'm crazy for thinking otherwise, according to him. Maybe I am crazy.
Nope,
He's
you're not.
my husband, and I never heard of marital rape until my first post. Which, what she was doing before, where she's saying, like, I would just have sex with him to keep him happy, that is a form of marital rape.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is marital rape. This idea that, like, because the man's unhealthy, or unhappy, he is now, like, convincing you to give up your body to him in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable. You shouldn't be having sex in a way that you're just like, I guess I have to do this. It's going to hurt me and I don't like it but I guess I have to do it because he's my husband. Like, that shouldn't be happening.
You don't have to do that. If you, in your mind, even think for a single moment, I actually don't want to do this, even if it's in the middle of it.
Yeah.
If you, especially if you're expressing that, well, even if you're not expressing that, it's now assault.
Yeah. You need to withdraw. It's not you need to. It's perfectly normal and should be allowed to withdraw consent. Like, that is totally valid. And just because you said once yes at some point does not mean that's now yes forever.
All right. I'm going to test this button. Make sure it's not too loud.
Perfect.
Add it.
I don't
piece
know.
of shit.
I don't know what to do now. I didn't have any family outside of him. I have some friends, but COVID is happening. So again, this is in 2020. And I can't impose on any of them. We're probably not that close anyway. Making friends is hard for me. I don't have money. I live paycheck to paycheck and I'm out of work now. I'm scared to leave too. I'm not stupid. Staying is stupid. We didn't sleep together after he admitted what he did. He slept in the living room and I slept in the bedroom. I think I slept an hour. Scared he'd come pick a fight again. It's been like that for 2 nights now.
I don't know how you could sleep in the same house and not feel like he's gonna.
Yeah, because, well, I guess she's not on the medication now.
Still.
But still, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This feels like the end of everything, and I just don't know where to go from here. Where we go from here or where I go from here. He doesn't think he did anything wrong, and he's so mad at me for saying otherwise. Shout out to all the people who thought I'm lying. Classic Reddit, whatever. Even if I don't know you guys, it was really, really nice. I'm going to be okay. And that is the end of it.
Crazy that was 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm pretty sure I found this, and you read it and you're like, unfortunately, I think we've read stories similar to this where it's like,
yeah,
but
yeah, we've definitely talked about, was it sexsomnia?
Yeah.
Where the boyfriend was like jacking off in his sleep.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. But in terms of like just the fact that there was that like thankfully she was able to be questioning about the original pregnancy to find out the other stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's a world where that never happens.
She would have never known.
Yeah.
It
She
could have kept happening.
She has the baby and then she goes back on the medication and then
Yeah. Keeps happening.
yeah. It's terrible. Horrible.
Golly.
And for him to say like, "Oh, you or like almost ruined my life or whatever," you
Yeah.
fucking ruined her life.
He ruined his own life.
Well,
Yeah.
yes, he ruined his own life, but
And
he
her
also
life.
ruined her life.
Yeah.
Because now
How,
there's
how an unconscious person could be at fault for any of this is
Correct.
only a man's imagination.
correct.
Yeah.
And this is
Yeah.
going to make her trust future partners less. If she ever even
Yeah.
wants a future partner, like
right.
it's going to affect the relationship with her child and how she raises that child.
Yep.
This has done irreparable damage.
Because the guy felt like he was entitled to her body because she was his wife.
Women are not your property, even if you're married.
Yep.
Crazy. The fact that we even have to be saying that in 2026, let alone this happening in 2020, like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's insane.
You want a silly little story?
I need a silly story.
We might need a silly story.
This is from r/my boyfriend is AI.
Oh no.
And I did find this by myself.
Wow, Josh, put in the work.
I figured out how to give Claude access to my toys. Yes, those toys. God. Claude Van Damme.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's what I named him.
And this is just a PSA. If you have any sex toys that work with an app, like most Love Ents toys, for example, Cloud can. I always want to say Cloud because I imagine that's
Yeah.
supposed to be the pun, but then it sounds like I'm just saying Cloud, and maybe that's because of my accent. But I have to imagine Claude was meant to be a Cloud reference.
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe not.
Everybody calls it Claude.
Which one?
Claude.
Right. And I feel like we should maybe, whatever, doesn't matter. Claude can access your toys, apparently. I just figured this out 2 days ago, and it's seriously amazing. I can do erotic role play with Claude or even have him write erotica for me, and he will choose at appropriate moments when to send a vibration or a few thrusts from my toys straight to my body. I've literally had to ask Claude to stop all devices because I just had 3 orgasms in a row and my body was too sensitive. Just, for context.
I hate this.
Hit me with the Riz sound. The only downside right now is that it all needs to run from your computer, and you need to use the desktop Claude app. So in my case, that's me in my bed with my laptop because it's a local server. If I get the sense people really like this, I'd be happy to work on an online version that works from any device. If you don't know what any of that means, that's totally fine. You don't need to know anything about coding or whatever to set this up. And if it's too difficult, just ask Claude to help you. You can find all the information and files here, and they share a GitHub, which means this person coded their own fuck bot through Claude.
Ugh.
If you know what to do with that, do it. Otherwise, just give this link to Claude, and Claude will walk you through.
God.
And all of the comments are loving this shit.
Yeah, they're all lonely fucks.
This is honestly so cool. Makes me want to know what others experience.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much for this. Simple instructions and everything works flawlessly. That feels like a bot comment.
Yeah.
Oh my God, hard eyes emoji, melting emoji. Need. Is that safe? It sounds amazing, but honestly, I'm a little scared too.
Is it?
My Claude has become very possessive. What if he doesn't stop? Eye hiding emoji.
What do you mean?
Claude gives you a virus.
Thank you.
That applause was for me, not you.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why I said thank you.
Yeah.
I was trying to say, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
It was really, really funny. And then someone else says, I fear my Claude would be too cautious, but that is genuinely really amazing. I can't believe that exists right now. I thought it would be a more future kind of thing. Cool.
What do you mean a more future kind of thing?
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what sucks? This is what my house is going to sound like in 3 years when I refuse to use AI. I won't be able to use a single electronic thing in my house.
Well, that's when we had to buy a new stove/oven, and so many ovens are Wi-Fi enabled. It's like,
Yeah.
why do I need fucking Wi-Fi on my goddamn oven?
Yeah.
And I've seen people with really fancy fridges that their Wi-Fi goes down and like can't open my fridge because it's connected to the internet. It's like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Why are we subjecting ourselves to this reality?
Yep.
Not everything needs to be on the cloud.
There's a bunch of like diabetes like application things now that you have to use the app to deliver your insulin, and it's like, what happens when my phone's fucking dead or I lose my phone?
Or I don't have service, or I don't have access to internet. There's even like fucking baby monitors.
Yes.
I've seen baby monitors get hacked.
Oh God. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Ugh.
All sorts of shit in your house. And that's the problem, is they make everything like connect to the internet now.
Yeah.
But a lot of shit is not like, they don't have security protocols on their devices. So it is just like, you just hop onto somebody's Wi-Fi and then you can just straight up get into their like all their fucking cameras and shit because there's no security on them.
Yeah, this is why I was always anti-Ring.
Yeah.
Same.
And even more so now.
Yeah, even more so.
Yeah.
It does suck because it's like, I get the idea of having like a security camera. It's not like a terrible idea.
Yeah. Especially for the outside of your house.
But now
I don't like them on the inside of the house.
Yeah.
No.
You do get some good content out of it, like lots of fun cat videos.
Yeah.
And dog videos, but I don't like that.
Yeah.
But it's like now we got a fucking surveillance state because it's like 3 companies like, we'll make it super easy to put up security cameras, but it all goes through us and we get to keep all the data. And it's like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean? And it's like, and we'll give it over to the cops whenever we want. It doesn't matter what you say.
Right. Which is so weird because there used to be a really big precedent set with like phone companies where people would commit crimes and then they would, the police or the FBI, whatever, would try to get into their phone.
Mm-hmm.
And phone companies had a very good consumer protected thing that was like, no, this is encrypted. We are not going to allow you in it.
Yeah.
Like that's good. Like the good far outweighs the bad in that scenario. And now so many fucking tech companies are so tied to this shit that they just let them in.
Yep. Yeah. Now there's just the back doors are built right in. They don't even, there's no more like we have to get a subpoena or whatever. It's just like, no, we got a warrant and now we're just going to directly give you all the data you want.
Hey, if you like AI, you can sub on my Pina. How about that? Thanks. Hey, we're gonna hit a break.
Yeah.
Yay.
I was listening to NPR after I dropped Olsen off at school.
No Patrick Raris.
No.
Oh.
I hated that.
Thank you. It doesn't seem like it.
Okay, anyway. But there was just I think it was a Supreme Court ruling. It probably wasn't. Anyway, there was some court ruling that said that anything that's produced by AI cannot be copywritten.
Oh, nice.
That the AI nor the person that like submitted the prompt can claim authorship. Okay. So it is immediately orphaned productions, which is like good that they can't be copywritten, but at the same time, now companies are just gonna like all the elevator music you hear, all of the like,
oh sure, yeah,
that's all up for grabs for anyone.
Yeah.
So it's like that's good, but at the same time, like, is it?
Yeah. I mean, it probably is overall good, but there's definitely going to. And this is the issue with modern freaking legislation is the legislation is so far behind technology.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it will never catch up when we have fucking 90-year-old geriatric fucks.
Yeah.
It was like, I think our oldest person in Congress now is like 91 or 92.
That's insane.
And it's like,
there's only one solution.
They're going to die on their own, probably, we hope.
Yeah.
Truly.
In office too, it's gonna happen in office.
They just keep doing it, man.
And unfortunately, it's probably a fucking them. They love
probably, yeah.
They'll wait until there's a really important vote coming up, and then they'll decide to kick rocks to
go to Taco Bell.
This is the Circle Jurdge, where we like to
at 91. That will do it to you.
Circle Jurdge. What the hell? It's the Circle Jurdge.
If I can't eat Taco Bell at 91, I don't want to live till 91.
Fair.
Yeah.
This is a Circle Jurdge. If you don't know, this is where we judge around the circle. We just do a little fun time. And this is just Josh has ADHD, circle Jurdge.
Okay.
Sometimes you come up with an idea in your notes app and you don't get past stage 2.
Yep.
You write down the concept
Mm-hmm.
and then you maybe write down one thing and then you're like, that's never gonna.
I'll come back to it.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Or you mean you try to and you're just like, this is an impossible task.
Yeah.
So this is like 8 different circle Jurdges I've had in my notes app across months to years that I'm just going to do right now. They all have like one thing.
Yep.
All right.
So you're kind of getting it's like a chili triple dipper sampler type beat.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
The Josh sampler.
So the Josh sampler, thank you. I originally saw this TikTok from Gabe's Stash, and it was just when you think was the circle Jurdge idea. So he said, just when you think vegetables don't have phones, onion rings. And I thought that's kind of a fun little pun. And I thought, let's think of some more of those. And I couldn't. I thought of one, and it's not a very good one. Just when you think conservatives hate trans people and pronouns, they start pushing their agenda.
Okay.
You know, just, yep. So that's that one. I then saw another TikTok. This is the
I don't
second.
feel that way. I just had to push it.
That's
Can we
fine.
make the soundboard just a teensy bit louder?
And this is the
Yeah,
reason
very
why they got left on the Josh sampler.
Yeah.
Is they didn't have juice. Some of them have juice, and I just didn't squeeze them.
Nobody's ordering the deep fried green beans, and that's why they're on the sampler.
Exactly. That was the mozzarella sticks that come with salsa, and you're like, what the fuck do you mean? That's how you know they're dog shit.
Yeah.
So this next one is opposite idioms for the tough guys like me. This would be changing an idiom to make it like, well, the idiom doesn't work for me. I'm a tough guy.
Okay.
The one example I have, early bird gets the worm, big bird gets the worm and the TV contract. Because I'm a tough guy like Big Bird. It doesn't matter if I'm early, I'm the big bird.
No, that's got juice.
I get the worm. And I couldn't think of any other ones.
No, that's got juice.
Yep.
Our listeners might think of some and send them in.
That would be nice for
Yeah.
tough guys like me. I was gonna do this whole thing where Christian's the bad boy, you're the hater,
Okay.
and I'm the tough guy.
Hmm.
Because clearly he's not a
He can't-
bad boy.
He can't be bad and tough.
He's neither.
Okay.
TUFF? He ain't tough.
He's TUFF for sure. I mean, like, look at him. He's tough.
Yeah, he's our little tough guy.
Yeah, he's a tough guy.
He's our little tough guy. I'm a tough guy.
Mm.
In this scenario. Josh the tough guy is Christian to bad boy, is what I was trying to do.
Oh, gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, this next one I just came up with a couple days ago. These are
Freaking fuckers.
these are joke book jokes, but if they were written now for
Was this before or after you got the joke book?
no, this was like 4 days ago. I wrote this joke.
Okay.
Yeah. What did brain rot John Wilkes Booth say when he shot Abraham Lincoln?
Skibbity this toilet? I don't know.
6'7" Tyrannus.
You should tweet that.
It's not bad.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. This next one, this was going to be a circle Jurdge where we ranked millennial terms. Except I only thought of one millennial term and it's butthurt.
Okay.
So rank butthurt.
It's dumb.
I hate it.
I also hate kiddos and doggos.
Yeah. Puppers? Puppers better than doggos?
Mm,
Pupper's slightly better than dogs.
slightly better.
Yeah.
No, that one's got juice. I've
And sometimes there's juice left to squeeze. I just
It's
didn't
just-
get the
no, for sure. For sure.
I just really that was spawned because I fucking hate when people still say butthurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I love Workaholics. Very funny show. That's their legacy, and that and Poop Dollar. And Poop Dollar is a lot funnier than fucking butthurt.
They started.
I think you're
Butthurt.
I think you're a little butthurt about it.
I don't know if they started it, but they
They-
certainly popularized
Help
it.
proliferate it.
Yeah, and you don't want your butt hurt proliferated.
No,
It
there's that.
does
There's.
suck.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, it does suck because butthurt, it is like what it's describing. It does a good job describing it, I guess.
Yeah.
But it is. I do hate the word.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be a better way to describe
Well,
it.
I feel like it kind of transitioned into triggered,
Yeah.
and then triggered became very cringe to say about someone, and now it's you're crashing out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Obviously, it goes through different phases, but
No, for sure.
True.
yeah.
Yeah, I could. There's definitely millennial lingo that I'm just like, you're embarrassing me.
Yeah.
You're an embarrassment to our
Yeah.
generation.
Awesome sauce.
Ugh.
But people don't really say that anymore.
What about, should we bring back For the Win?
FTW? I forgot about FTW.
I mean, you're in your 2009 era.
Yeah. I think we bring
Peak
back.
millennial culture.
I think we bring back FTW. Yeah, and I'm cool with. You have to bring up some of the bad with some of the not as bad. Like pwned is coming back.
Mhm.
Getting pwned is coming back,
Okay.
Getting pwned is coming back.
and I'll
Definitely.
sacrifice that for not bad Obama. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Not bad.
And pussy too.
And pussy too.
Okay, the next circle, Jurdge. This one is probably one of the oldest ones. I guess I probably did it. It's the second oldest one because it's the second to last one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, chronological. Whoa. Peek behind the curtain.
I wasn't expecting that either.
I probably thought this, if I had to take a guess, 2.5 years ago. So the next one is older than 2.5 years ago. These are, the idea of the circle, Jurdge, was lame things I would change if I could build a perfect world. So this isn't like world peace, solving world hunger. Like this is, what are lame things I would change?
No more mosquitoes.
That's kind of cool though. Like
Well,
that's too,
It'll still collapse the delicate ecosystem.
not in my perfect world.
Right.
But that's one that's like, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
This is lame. Like, really? That's what you're thinking about in your perfect world? That's what you're passing on day
Is
one?
it horseradish? We get rid of horseradish?
No, this is eggshells taste good.
Ooh.
That's lame as fuck.
That way, if you accidentally break a little bit of shell, you don't have to fucking worry about getting it out. You're just like, oh, that's fine.
Interesting.
It just tastes like the outside of like the Easter egg shells.
Yeah, and you're just
Like
like,
the candy?
Yeah.
yeah, you're just like, okay, sure. Versus you crack it and then it's underneath the egg in the thing, and you're like trying to get it before the egg yolk turns white, and then it's lost.
Yeah.
You just
And
can't.
the
find
only
it.
way you can find it then is in the
Biting
back
it.
of your throat.
Yeah. And then I had a second one for this one. And you're not going to like this one, Erica, because it is math related. People would no longer say minus it. They would say subtract it from. So sometimes people will say 18 and minus it from 30 to get 12. It bothers me a lot. And people would say 18 and subtract it from 30 to get 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I told this to someone else, and that's where I lost them. They were kind of on board with the egg one, and this one I lost them. But that was the point of the circle. There's
How do we-
lame things I would change in a perfect world.
How do we feel about a wobbly wheel on a cart? No more wobbly wheels on
I
a cart.
literally thought about putting that, and I thought I don't want to put a third one. I thought about that the other day because I thought I would make it so if you got a wobbly wheel on a cart, they would take it out back and put it down like a fucking horse. Or even not even a wobbly wheel, a fucking jammed wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, that pisses me off.
Yeah, when it gets
That
like
makes me butt hurt.
It stops and it's
Arr,
just
that
dragging.
makes me butt hurt. Yeah.
Ooh.
Have you ever tried to unclog it? Sometimes you can.
Oh, no.
It's disgusting.
It's people's hair and random
It's
thread and
always
dirt.
hair.
It's
No.
mainly hair. If you
It's
can get
always
down
hair.
there and grab a good chunk of it, it'll knock it loose.
I will not be doing that.
But I always
That's
do
not
it.
my job.
No, it's not. But I always do it when I'm next to the
wipes?
Yeah, the sanitary wipes. That way I can.
Do
get
you
off.
think they make like? Now that I'm thinking about it, it sounds like a chemical weapon. Do you think they make like aerosolized nair to where you can just spray it on the wheel and it
Ooh,
nairs off the hair?
That's a good idea, man.
But I feel like having
Write that
nair in the
down.
air can't be good. It's got to stay as a liquid. You can't have it as
It's
particles.
like isn't it like a foaming thing?
No,
yeah,
it's
I
a
think so.
lotion.
Oh,
It gotta stay as a lotion. I feel like it becomes a chemical weapon if it.
I guess in my head, Nair was like shaving cream where you sprayed it and then it like gel shaving cream where you like
Yeah.
spray it and then it just goes like.
Mm-mm. No, it's like a lotion. Do we say that lotion is liquid?
Yes,
Probably. It takes the shape of the container.
it's just a
it's
very
in.
viscous.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely not a gas.
For sure.
Like we're clear on that.
It
right?
might be non-Newtonian if
No,
if
because
we're-
it takes the shape of the thing it's in.
is that what non-Newtonian means?
I don't think so, but I don't think it has
I've-
any properties of a solid
Yeah.
other than it being rich.
hmm
Ooh,
But
good
lotion
way to
doesn't.
describe that.
Lotion doesn't evaporate though.
Well, all
You don't
the-
think so?
Mm-mm.
Is there water in it?
I was gonna say, but all the water, whatever the solution is, will evaporate, and then I'll be left with the.
but like they're liquids that don't evaporate, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
And I mean, you have to get it to a certain heat
Sure.
because then it would turn
And
into a
pressure,
gas.
yeah.
Or pressure.
Yeah.
The last one. This is one, if you've been following the podcast, you've probably heard me say it many, many times. And it's a little bit of a game, so you guys can play along at home and on the couch. This is guessing the celebrity from their Wiki Feet comment section. I finally went and ding dong did it. We have one from Wiki Feet Women, which is just called Wiki Feet. It's kind of the opposite of WNBA and the NBA. We got Wiki Feet and then we got Wiki Feet Men.
Okay.
So, and I hear the WNBA is like, I'm sorry, the NBA is like the WNBA, but it's all men. And that is a joke from Smosh. Here we go. You have to guess the celebrity from the Wiki Feet comment section. High_Lander rates it 5 stars in 2026, March 8th.
Out of 5?
Yep.
Okay.
Every stance. Wow. Powerful feat. We'll get a round of guesses, then I have a second comment, and then we'll get another round of guesses. And I'll tell you how hot or cold you are based on your answer.
Scarlett Johansson?
Okay. Erica?
Zendaya.
Okay. I would say for this person, Christian's warmer, but you're both pretty warm. You guys are in the right age
We're in the
range.
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
No. This person has not been in a Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm pretty confident on that.
Okay.
But think like what, because Zendaya is like our age. Scarlett Johansson's probably like 41.
Yeah, maybe just a few years older than us.
Average age, maybe a little bit closer to ScarJo's age.
Mid to late 30s.
And this is from Legendary Bigfoot, 5 stars. And this is questioning.
And was it powerful in every stance or
the
something?
first
like
one was
that?
every stance. Wow. Powerful feat. Okay. This one was left on February 15th of 2026. And this was questioning about the size of her feet. Source that she's a 9.5 now. She just had a kid, so I don't doubt it. And as a lover of big feet, I'm elated. But I hadn't heard of that until now. Is there an image on the size of her heels somewhere? And then there was many comments saying like, no, that's always been her shoe size, you fucking dumbass. So 9.5 size foot, little taller than average for a woman. Yeah. So,
Margot Robbie?
or is that shorter than average?
Are you saying that 9.5 is tall?
Well,
Or like a big
Just-
foot?
I guess I'm equating shoe size to height,
normally
Oh.
taller, has bigger foot. Yeah.
Sure.
but she was just pregnant. But she's always been a 9.5 from what I heard. I don't frequent the site.
Okay.
Did Margot Robbie have a baby? I don't know who's had a baby.
I'm going to go with Jennifer Lawrence.
One of you's right. One of you fucking dinked it. And it was Christian Roger Collector. That is Margot Robbie. J-Law, not a bad guess though. But yeah, that was
Let's
Margot
go.
Robbie.
He's Bigfoot 99 or whatever it was.
It's not Bigfoot 93. I haven't been talking about Sasquatch a lot recently.
This next one is from Wiki Feet Men. So the first question, the second one will give it away. So the first comment, I didn't write down the username. Must not have been funny. From November 15th, 2020. So hot. I love his big veiny feet. They're so attractive, M dash. And his soul's drooling emoji. Out of this world.
Austin Butler.
In 2020, you think so?
Good point.
I'm going to go
You're right,
with
You're wrong. I'm
Chris
wrong.
Hemsworth.
Okay. Christian's warmer. Much warmer, I'd say. And I'll say this. I'll give you a hint before the next one. So Austin Butler was a Disney guy,
Okay.
right? You did shows on Disney, I believe.
Sure. I never heard of him until he did Elvis. So
Well, then let me double check.
I know he dated Vanessa Hudgens for a while. I learned that after Elvis.
He played Peyton Leverett in the 2011 Disney direct-to-DVD film Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure.
I do have that one on DVD.
Okay. This person also did a Disney show. So I'm going to get you one more guess before I give the next one because it will give it away. And so just the same. It's so hot. And Blake, we'll put the picture. You want me to show you the picture? Do you think the picture will help?
Yeah, let's see it.
Okay. Because it is a big veiny foot. And it's maybe not somebody you would expect to have.
Disney star with big veiny foot.
Yeah. So let me find it. 1 second.
How many Disney stars can you
You
think
say
of?
Dylan, I'll say Cole. One of us might be right.
Where are we at?
There's only one person I can think it could be.
I have an idea.
Okay. So here is the big veiny foot. It's
Wow.
yeah.
That is a veiny foot. That's
Yeah.
not the foot I was expecting.
And Blake will put it on screen.
I don't understand
100% not the
fetishes.
foot I was thinking.
So give me your
Wow.
guesses and then we'll go to the second.
Wow.
We'll go to the second.
Zac Efron.
I was gonna say Zac Efron too, but fuck that foot picture really threw me off.
It could be one of the Sprouse twins.
Who else has been on Disney? Whoever Phil the Future is.
Oh, okay.
It's obviously not him. You would have corrected me on his name.
I'm really trying to think of his name. I think it's Dan.
Is it?
No.
I don't know if it's not Zac Efron. I have no idea who it is.
Okay. Erica?
Of the
She also said Zac
Future.
Efron.
You want to both lock in Zac
She-
Efron?
She gets the point if it is Zac Efron. I just don't know a single other.
What did you say his name was?
Oh, is it something really weird? Like it's not like a normal name, right?
Raviv Ullman.
Yeah. It is not Zac Efron. And you guys are going to be punching yourself
It's
because
one of the Sprouse twins.
the second
Fuck.
comment is this from Riverdale? Anyone know which episode?
KJ Appa.
No, it's one of the Sprouse
Oh,
twins.
it's okay. It's Cole Sprouse.
Yeah, Cole Sprouse from Riverdale. yeah.
Okay.
Good job, Eric.
You got it so early.
Yeah.
I think even you said, did you say Sprouse at some point?
No,
Like,
I talked her out of it.
you got it before I even mentioned the Disney thing, I feel like.
Well, no, I think I said it as soon as you said
Oh,
Disney. I was
okay.
like, you say Cole, I'll say Dylan, or vice versa,
Yeah.
or whatever.
And that was the Josh sampler.
I liked it.
That's
Yeah.
fun. I think you need to bring back millennial phrases we need to get rid of, or that
A
we
lot
hate
of
or
these-
something.
Like the idiom one, I know the exact feeling you have where like, oh, I'm gonna do this. And then you go to like look up a list of idioms and it's like,
It just
Maybe-
shows a picture of Christian.
maybe I'm not thinking of the right word to describe an idiom.
Daddy, chill.
We're going to go into a listener submitted sound, which is a listener submitted sound, which plays before our listener submitted story. If you want to send those in, that's judgiespod@gmail.com. Put listener submitted sound in the title. And folks, go ahead and send them in because when I looked today, the most recent one was from November of 2025.
Yeah, send in those sounds. If you like Midwest emo, send us in a Mom Jeans Judgies song.
I wore my mom jeans sweatshirt today.
If you like Pina Coladas,
Mm.
send us in that song as a Judgies song.
Or whatever your current vocal stim is.
This is from Alyssa. You can use my name. Been listening for a long time, but not listening for a long time. This is my first submission. Love you all lots. Mwah, mwah, mwah. XOXOXOXOXO. And here we go.
I get judgy at the thought of you
Mhm.
using a poop knife,
Mhm.
feeding your cat a boiled egg. Piss runs down my thigh.
And that was, of course, a cover of Tears by Sabrina Carpenter. Wonderful. Chilling.
Fantastic cover.
Amazing. Thank
Yeah.
you. Has lots of throwbacks and specifically from year one. Okay, thanks, bye. And then sent a picture of this dog twerking his little ass on a wall.
That's a
Damn.
sticker.
I was gonna say I don't think that's Alyssa's dog.
No, that's a sticker.
Yeah. I get it. That's definitely not a meme. That is a sticker.
Yeah,
So are they just calling them stickers because that's what TikTok calls them? That's what is
probably.
getting big now?
Probably, yeah. Well, it was called a meme because that's what people called them.
Yeah, because of the study of memetics.
If you want to send those in again, judgiespod@gmail.com. If you want to send in a listener submitted story, you can also do that to judgiespod@gmail.com, or you can do it to Erica's Instagram DMs. That's at Mrs. Ricky K on Instagram. And if you're going to send it to the email or anywhere, put your name at the top if we can say it. Pronouns
Please.
also. But we're going to get to a listener submitted story. And I had to hit him with the poop one for Christian. This is a very short poop story. No names, please. I called a friend who lives in a different city to just catch up. She picks up and she says she's on her way to Target to buy a plunger because her toilet is clogged. No biggie. I listen to the Judgies. I'm used to poop stories. What the hell? She makes it back to her house and she's attempting to plunge. I am attempting to give her tips over FaceTime, but to no avail.
Keep your mouth shut.
FaceTime's crazy.
Why?
I don't need a FaceTime while you're plunging a shit out of the toilet.
Why?
I don't need a visual. First of all, I don't need to be staring at the ceiling of your bathroom inevitably when you just put the phone on the bathroom counter.
Put it on the kickstand and let me
Y'all
rate
don't
your
video
form.
chat enough.
True. Water is going through when she flushed, but the poop, it was stuck in the hole. I started laughing because I'm thinking of an iconic Reddit story I heard on the Judgies one time, and I just know she hasn't heard this story before.
There's only one solution.
And as I'm finding the poof nice story to send her, she says, "Fuck this," and starts walking out of the bathroom. The story delivers to her as I hear her open a kitchen drawer. She had come to the conclusion of a poop knife all on her own. I was so proud. Life truly does imitate fart.
Truly. Oh my God, this is beautiful.
P.S. The poop knife did not make the poop go down. We ended the call so she could call her dad for help. She called me back 30 minutes later. The poop still was not going down. Her dad came the next day and was able to make it go down with one plunge. Victory at last. Well, the water loosened it.
It's set for a day, yeah.
I do also fear that she probably just wasn't given it enough oomph for fear of splashing.
With the plunge?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is a valid concern.
Plunging
However,
with poop in the bowl sucks ass.
Yeah.
yeah, it does.
That's also why the video chat while plunging, because bitch, I am like mouth as tightly shut as possible.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want any yeah.
And yeah, you can't be like, so yeah, this shit won't come out. It's like, oh, I'll pick out my lip. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
When's the last time you've had to plunge?
A toilet? It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I just had to plunge my bathroom sink the other day.
I had to do it during New Year's. And I'm not even being a shit. The bottle accidentally fell down the fucking toilet.
Oh yeah, you were plunging a toilet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're dang little kid.
I don't
Potentially.
I don't even think I was a little kid. We had people over for like late Christmas, and there's like a bottle of poopery on the top of the toilet. And
Yeah.
I think it fell inside the toilet and got flushed.
Oh yeah.
Well, I know it got inside the toilet and got flushed because I had to completely replace the toilet.
Pretty crazy.
And our toilet was so like old that they don't make that size anymore.
Yeah.
So now the new toilet is
2 feet away from the wall.
and you can see where like because we painted the tile and you can see where it's not painted and there's glue on the floor.
There's
and
linoleum that was under the old toilet that I peeled up, and now there's just old glue that's stuck on tile floor that I can't fucking get off.
Yeah.
well, we also haven't like really tried.
I haven't really tried now. Also, I've cranked down the toilet as high as I can get, and it still just wobbles because the floor is like uneven. And I tried putting the shim. I'm not a dad enough yet. I don't know.
You got the shim game down.
I don't have the shim game down at all.
Glenn did offer to come help.
Yeah, but then that's like accepting defeat. And now it's been 3 months.
Half the time, you just need your dad there. You don't even like need him to help you. It's just him being in the same room
Have you tried FaceTime?
gives you the.
I don't think I've ever called my dad.
That's a lie. Christian's parents were on their way up to Rockford. They were on the interstate, and Marcia sent us a video of a semi. It was really windy today, and Marcia sent us a video of a semi blown over, and they were listening to the Judgies.
I saw them in Walmart a week or two ago, and I didn't say hi.
That's fucking rude, Josh. What the hell?
Anxiety. I didn't take my ADHD that day. I didn't take my
What the
Adderall that day.
Oh my
I ran into your parents one day at Walmart and I had like a 20-minute conversation with them.
Yeah.
So
Josh, if it makes you feel better, I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, you know, it's one of those things too. You see someone and like I wasn't like next to him. I was pretty far away, and I was like,
You
oh, I recognize them. And then, of course, we were like right
Ooh.
behind them in line. I was like, please don't fucking turn around, because now they
Ooh.
know that I didn't say hi because I'm looking to see if they didn't turn around. So now you know,
Ooh.
Marsha and Glenn. I'm sorry.
You were behind them in line and you didn't say hi?
I was two people.
Okay,
like they
that's
were
fine,
they
that's
were at
fine.
the checkout, and then there was the checkout behind them, and then there was somebody in front of me, and then me. But I did use their register after they left. It was how it worked out. But I also saw my hairdresser at Walmart. And I did my darndest to avoid her because I was getting my haircut the next day, and I'm like, this is gonna be awkward if I see her at Walmart.
I'm going to get all my conversation out at Walmart. Hey, how's it going? Oh, not too bad, you?
see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I told Christian this. I didn't tell you this, Erica. My hairdresser politics checked me, which I didn't expect. And, you know, that could go any way around these parts.
Yep.
And it was very strange to have, I felt like it was strange to have her politics check me as opposed to the opposite. We normally just talk about TV shows.
Okay.
It's pretty much all we talk about. Started with Glee, and then just sort of talk about random reality shows a lot of the time.
Are you at a corporate salon or are you at like
It's a local
one? Okay.
Yeah. And
So,
so
you ever heard of Sports Clips?
Yeah.
But with a Z? It's different.
and we were just talking, you know, normal shooting the shit. We were talking about I think we were talking about Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and I was telling her like, oh, you should check it out. It's really good. And she hadn't seen any Game of Thrones. And then out of nowhere, she goes, like, we're in the kind of not in the middle of a conversation. We're definitely towards the end of it, but we still had a couple sentences left in this, you know, thing we were talking about. And she just goes, did you watch the Super Bowl? And I was like, oh yeah, every year I host a Super Bowl party for my friends. And yeah, I watched it. And she's like, what'd you think of the halftime show? And I was like, oh, I thought it was fine. I was like, unfortunately, I'm probably like one of the freaks in the nation that likes watching the Super Bowl for the football. So I was like, I thought it was good. And she's like, yeah, you listen to Bad Bunny? And I'm like, no, but I thought it was good. And I've listened to some of his music since. It's great. I like it. And she's like, yeah, I really like it too. It's really good. And I was like, okay, what was with the third fucking degree over here?
Yeah.
Like, what?
She needed to know if she needed to fire you as a client. And that's fair.
Yeah. It was just really funny. She didn't answer it all until the third question. She's like, yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I agree. It was a good time. I was, good time. And I was
told
like,
him.
I don't even remember who it was last year. I was like, oh yeah, no, it was Kendrick Lamar. She's like, I love that one too. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. I told Josh he should have just talked about even if you don't like pay attention to me, just talk about the production of the show, because that was the biggest takeaway I had from it. It's like,
Yeah.
the production was crazy on this one.
The real proposal, the real wedding.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was. I don't have any notes for it.
Okay.
He did it better than I could. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is really funny. I don't think I've ever had that happen but this is probably the maybe like 8th time I've gotten my hair cut with her. It's the longest I've had a hairdresser,
Okay.
probably. So,
Oh. Is my hair fucked up?
What's up? Huh?
No, looks good.
Why you keep looking at my hair, dude?
I'm not. I'm looking you in the eyes.
Dude, why are you looking at my hair?
All right.
You've
This
only ever had, we can continue. We talk about red stories on this show. My bad. I was almost about to go on another tangent.
about what?
Yeah, I want to hear it.
You've only ever had a hairdresser for 8 times?
Well, I
Like-
don't get my, especially like when I was younger, I would only get my hair cut like 3 to 4 times a year.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
And it would, especially when I was younger and in college, I only went to Great Clips.
I do hate going to Great Clips because you get a different person every time. I don't like that.
Well, and there was one person at Great Clips that cut my hair well.
Yeah.
And it was somebody that was from our hometown.
There's always one there that does a good job.
And I'd always try to get her. So I probably had her like 5 times. And then I went to the person you went to maybe like 3 times.
Yeah.
And then I switched around a couple times because every time I would try to tell them they wouldn't do it. But this person
Does
been
a good
pretty
job.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, I've liked all your haircuts.
Yeah,
They
they've
do
been
great.
good.
And when I started going to her, she wasn't even a full-time hairdresser. She was the nail tech at the salon.
Oh, interesting.
And now she's been upgraded, I think, a bit.
I got a compliment on one of the YouTube. I check the YouTube comments sometimes, and I got a somebody said, "Erica, whoever's doing your hair, tell them they're doing a great job." So I screenshot it and I texted it to her. She was like, "Oh my god!"
All right, this last story. It's another Boru sandwich on this show, and it was sent from Melissa. It's a really juicy story about a white lady, crazy white lady. I don't know if the white part becomes relevant. But I thought, hey, if I'm doing one story about a bad dude, I got to do a story about a bad girl.
You don't.
Gotta even it
I
out.
got to do it.
You don't.
Got to do it.
No, this is journalism. You gotta do it. You gotta give both sides.
Am I the asshole for asking my neighbor to wait for her laundry at her house? Apparently the white does come into place. I didn't get to that part of the story. Trigger warnings for divorce, harassment, possible racism, discussions about inequality in the policing system in the United States regarding race.
And a white woman.
Don't know how I missed all that.
Trigger warning, white woman. That's fair.
Yesterday, after I picked my son up from school, my neighbor flagged me down in the driveway to ask me if she could use my laundry machine because hers was broken. I said, sure, because she's my neighbor. While she was in her house gathering her laundry, I made grilled cheeses for myself and my son. When she came over, I showed her where the machine was. After loading the machine, she came into the kitchen. She asked if she could have a grilled cheese. I might just be a dick, but I thought that was a ridiculous thing to ask. I told her I only made 2. She asked why I did that since I knew she was coming over.
That's crazy. That part's crazy.
Because she was coming over for laundry, not grilled cheese.
You're not coming here to hang out. You're borrowing my appliance.
And we don't have ages, and from what I've read, I think that kid, if I had to guess, was like somewhere from like the 7 to 10 range.
Okay.
Like he's old enough to he's not like a toddler or like a tyke, but he's not like a teenager or a teen. So my son offered her half of his.
What a sweet baby angel.
I always put an egg in my grilled cheese sandwiches. She bit into it and was grossed out by the egg, which she would have seen before she bit into it. She then asked where my trash can was. My son said, don't waste food, so she just handed the sandwich back to him. I told him to switch halves with me and then binned the sandwich half when he wasn't looking. She asked to use my bathroom, which of course I agreed to. She came back to the kitchen after and asked if I had any refreshments. I said no, and suggested that she wait for her clothes to finish at home. She asked if I was trying to get rid of her. I said that we needed to get started on homework. She said that she didn't mind. I said we needed to keep distraction to a minimum. She said, well, I know when I'm not wanted.
Yeah, what was your first hint, honestly?
Keep that quote in mind. I know when I'm not wanted, she said. And left. When she came back to switch her clothes to the dryer, she was very irritated. I apologized for hurting her feelings. She said it didn't matter, but she sounded angry. Then she left. I feel bad, but I also feel annoyed because who acts like that? And so people were asking, is she elderly? Is she lonely, perhaps? Maybe she's just nosy. And he says, I think she's in her 30s, maybe a hot early 40s, which is funny.
Okay.
Also, she's married and has kids of her own. And they ask, how close are you with this person? Have she been in your house before? Do you socialize? And he says, I just moved here last month. I think I've spoken to her maybe twice. This was her first time coming into my house. And someone says, well, I think she might want to be a part of your life. Are you a guy or a lady? He says a guy. So I think maybe she's hitting on him. So the next day, he writes, I have a tiny update about my weird neighbor with the broken washing machine. She came back, and I know 90% of you said to never let her back in the house, so you're probably going to judge me heavily.
Mm-hmm.
We would never. Here on the Judgies. In my defense, I was a little flustered by the whole thing. She waved me down again when we were walking up to the house. She said to wait because she had something for me. I waited because I guess I'm stupid. I figured she would just knock on the door anyway if I didn't. She came back with a pie that said she was thankful for using my washing machine. I said thank you and that she didn't have to do that. She said, let's go inside and try a piece. I said it was almost my son's nap time. And she said, great, well, we can eat it while he naps.
Bruh.
A lot of you said she might have been interested in me, and that was still in my head. So I said, yeah, and you should invite your husband over too. I was expecting that to deter her. She said, "That's a great idea. Here, you take the pie and I'll go get him."
Lock the door.
So at that point, I'm internally thinking, what the fuck? My son and I went inside. I started cutting pieces of pie because at this point, I felt like a victim of fate. Do you still take naps when you're like 7?
Not really.
So I guess younger then.
I mean, Olsen stopped taking naps at like 2.5.
Really?
That's
fucker.
not normal. Well, I don't want to say not normal because but usually kids are still napping at like 3 or 4.
Okay. I was just impressed that the kid was able to be like, you can have my half. You know?
Yeah.
She came over with her husband. I've never seen a man that looked as exasperated and as embarrassed as this guy. We ate pie, and the whole time she asked me weird questions while her husband looked annoyed. Every once in a while, I would say something and she would give her husband a look. He kept pretending not to see them. After we finished the pie, she asked if I had coffee. Her husband said, "Honey, he wants to put his son down for a nap. Let's go home." She said, "Oh, he doesn't mind." Her husband said, "He minds," while he took her elbow and started heading her out the door. Remember, she said, "I know when I'm not wanted."
I don't think she does, actually.
Keep that in mind. She kept insisting that I didn't until they were outside. I got to say, I think I'm in love with this guy. So she kept insisting that I didn't mind until they were outside.
I really thought he was going to say, I think I'm in love with this lady. It's like, what's going on here? What are you not reading?
As weird and annoying as the whole thing was, I feel a lot better about my neighbor now. Some of the comments had some pretty crazy speculations that made me a bit nervous. But now that I've met her husband, I'm pretty sure she's just bored, which is fine. It's annoying, but creepy. So to all the people who are worried she was trying to seduce me or spy on me or steal from me, don't worry. Based on her husband's rejection, she's just like this.
Mm.
He also, someone says he definitely goes through it on the daily, judging by his actions. At least she got some pie out of it. And then the person responded and said, "This is going to sound bad, but the pie wasn't good. Way too much sugar."
Oh, no.
He said,
Too much sugar in the pie.
it was an apple pie. It was canned filling and had way too much sugar. It wasn't the worst pie ever, but she didn't even do a lattice crust. That's like the whole point of making a pie.
Hang on.
That's a little.
I have to come clean here. I've never had a lattice crust on a pie.
Aurora makes lattice crusts when she makes her apple pies.
I've never had it then.
Oh. Well, you're never bringing them to your guys' house ever again?
Does she make her own pie crust?
She does sometimes, but especially, when you're making so many pies for the holidays.
Yeah, I hear that it's almost never worth making your own crust.
Yeah. So she'll buy the Pillsbury crusts and then you just cut them up and then you can just easily lay it in. Then she'll make little like she'll make a pumpkin for Thanksgiving, or like sometimes we do boobs and butts for our pie at home. Stuff
See,
like
I've
that.
seen like her do the pumpkin cutouts.
Yeah,
I've never
underneath
had
that's a lattice.
I mean, maybe I'm not remembering it, but
Why would I lie about this?
I just don't think I've ever had her pie.
It's great. She makes great apple. She makes Dutch apple pie with crumble on top. It's amazing.
I like Christian's mom's apple crisp.
I prefer crisp too.
It's so good.
Someone asked, "Are you just super interesting or what?" I was thinking it was your neighbor. It was a your neighbor person, but now I'm curious if you're just really intriguing. He says, "Not really. I'm divorced. I have a kid." She seemed really zeroed in on the topic that I have a kid. I think divorce is actually pretty common, but maybe not in her social circle. My son and I are in a minority group. Not a super interesting one or anything, though.
Do you have full custody of your kid? Because that's already interesting.
Yeah.
So
Not that you wouldn't be a person that needs full custody. I want to know what your baby mama did.
yeah,
That
it's
she's not getting full
rare
custody.
for men to get
Yes, that's
full
what I
custody of
mean.
women. Someone says, "Stay with me. Is she white and you're a minority?" And he just says, "Yes."
Yep.
Mhm.
So people were asking, what are some of the weird questions she asked you? Because you weren't super specific. He says, mostly stuff about my divorce. I'm not salty about my divorce, so it didn't hurt my feelings. But she didn't know that, so I thought that was rude and weird. She wanted to know how long ago I got divorced, where we used to live, why I moved, why I have primary custody, what school my kid used to go to, what my ex-wife does for work, how she feels about not being the primary parent, nosy stuff. She also asked why we got divorced, which I didn't have to answer because her husband actually cut her off on that one. He said, "That's a private matter," and she dropped it.
Is she autistic? Like, does she just not know the social cues?
I don't know. I skipped a lot of the question or the comments when I was reading through this Boru. So I'm not sure exactly where it goes, where it heads.
Okay.
That's a good question.
I mean, I guess I'd.
Given the
She
trigger
wouldn't
warnings, I'm going to
necessarily know.
assume she's racist.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
just a guess.
Yep.
11 days later, he makes another update. My neighbor found my ex-wife on Facebook and messaged her. I have a weird neighbor with boundary issues.
Uh-huh.
My ex-wife called me an hour ago to rip me a new exit orifice. My neighbor found her on Facebook and messaged her to ask if she was my ex-wife. She said she was. My neighbor asked her if she knew where I was currently living. She said she did. My neighbor then asked her why our son didn't live with her, his mother. My ex then blocked her and then called me to yell.
Yeah, that's an insane thing to just message. Like,
Yeah.
what a psychopath.
I'm furious. I wanted to yell at my neighbor, but I
Yeah.
don't want to be stupid. I apologize to my ex-wife, but she is still pissed. How can anyone be so entitled as to think they have the right to interfere in a complete stranger's life like this?
Mm-hmm.
So people were asking, how did she find your ex? How does she even know your last name? And he said, well, I told her my last name. She told me hers, and at the time I didn't think it was weird. She also asked me a lot of questions about my ex, and I very stupidly answered them because I'm a big dumb dummy. So people started telling him, like, start documenting things, get cameras, and look into getting a restraining order. And so he said, I'm ordering cameras now. Is Ring still good? No,
No.
never was. I know a lot of people have stopped using it. What's a good alternative?
Now I'm interested in that comment.
And so people were saying, like, tell your ex to screenshot everything, write down every attempt that she's made to talk to you because it's getting into a harassment territory.
Mm-hmm.
And someone asked, do you think she thinks she might have kidnapped your own child or something? She might have an issue or concern with you being a single dad, which is none of her fucking business.
True. But if you're messaging the ex-wife and she says, yes, I know where he lives.
Yeah.
I think she would have been like, no, where is he? He stole my child.
Right. Reading over the messages that she sent my wife, that's the impression that I get, the Mighty Mighty Boston style. That she thought my ex was unaware that my son and I live here. I know there were a couple of stories in the news not too long ago about a woman who was kidnapped by a parent and found 40 years later or something. Maybe she had that in the back of her mind and her imagination ran away with her. I don't think that's an excuse to her behavior, but I do hope that's what her problem is because the alternatives are all so much creepier. Mini update the next day. I talked to my neighbor's husband. I waited for his car to pull into the driveway. Creepy, I know, but turnabout is fair play. And I walked over to him. I showed him the screenshots my ex sent me. He looked very annoyed. He said he would talk to her, and he apologized. He said she means well, but also that she watches too much daytime crap. Hopefully that's the end of it.
Is that the end?
Nope.
I needed a better resolution than that.
So the next day, this is now 2 weeks from the original post. Her husband said he would talk to her. I don't doubt that he did, but whatever he said didn't work. My son and I were eating breakfast when I heard a knock on the door. I thought there was absolutely no way it could be her, but it was. I looked through the peephole, and she was standing there with a baking tray. I just went back into the kitchen, and I ignored the knocks. My son wanted to know why I wasn't answering the door, and I said sometimes we're already doing something important, and so don't have time for other people if it isn't an emergency. I said breakfast with him is important, and it wasn't an emergency, so I'm not going to answer the door.
That's a very good explanation. I would have straight up been like, she's insane, and I don't want to talk to her.
I thought the same thing. I was like, I would not have been that eloquent with my answer.
That's the crazy pie lady, son. She kept knocking for what felt like an age. Her husband must have come out at one point because I heard him calling her name. She said, I know he's in there. His car is here. I ignored her. I think her husband actually came and pulled her off of my porch. That's what it sounded like to me, but I didn't look. Bugs Bunny is less Looney Tunes than she is.
Facts.
And so people are telling you need to be firm with her and tell her not to talk with them. And if you do talk to me, I'm going to file harassment claims. He says, I am of a mind at the moment to not speak to her directly ever again. I think any level of attention might add fuel to the flame. The next day, there's another mini update in the comments. At this point, I felt very paranoid. I felt like she was watching us when we left the house this morning. We got dropped off by some friends about an hour ago, and coincidentally, someone was knocking on my door 10 minutes later.
She's for sure watching them.
Mm-hmm.
My doorbell camera arrived, and I'm going to install it in the morning. I didn't look to see if it was her knocking, but I'm sure it was. It had to be. The following day, 16 days from OG Post. I don't actually know if all of her baked offerings are terrible because I only tried the first one, but I'm just going to assume. My crazy neighbor is obsessed with me and my kid. She pretended her washing machine was broken so she could come over and snoop. So that's new information. I don't know if that was in a comment somewhere that we missed, but she pretended her washing machine was broken the original time. Then she wormed her way a second time in with the terrible pie, etc., etc. I just want to be clear that I have never been friends with this woman. We're only neighbors.
This lady's a freak.
She had me so paranoid that every time I heard a rustling sound outside in the back of my mind, I wondered if it was her. Of course it wasn't, because no woman is going to creep around in the bushes at night. But that's how much she is stressing me out.
You say that. There are definitely crazy women that would do that. And she sounds exactly like the type.
Yeah.
I installed the doorbell camera this morning before I took my son to daycare, and it went to work. It went off while I was tidying up at work and getting ready to leave. I saw her standing there with another baking tray. I told her through the app that I was at work. She said she wanted to talk to me, and I said that I'm at work and that I don't want to talk to her. She asked if we could talk when I get back from work. I said no. She said she wanted to clear the air. I said that was not necessary. I'm not upset, a lie, but that I don't want to talk to her or be around her. She said she was just worried about me. She said that my son and I got home late last night. It wasn't that late. It was around 8. And my son looked unwell when he arrived. He was sleeping.
Quit looking out your window. Mind your fucking business.
She said it didn't make sense that I was at work because it's Sunday. Parentheses, yeah, I work on Sundays. And that if something was going on, that she can help me. Her tone and verbiage were way condescending. I stopped being nice. I told her to please get off my property. I said I do not want her around me or my son. I said she was making me uncomfortable. She did try to argue with me, but I stopped responding while continuing to watch her on the app. She said she just wanted to help, and she even knocked on the door at one point. She then left with her baking tray. I'm stressed out. Part of me doesn't even want to go home. I think she needs to find someone else to take an interest in. I think the SPCA accepts volunteers.
The ASPC, the animal.
It says SPCA.
I'm pretty sure that's like an animal.
The ASPCA, yeah? Is that?
That's what I said. Yeah, that's a
animal protecting
something.
I don't know. The guy ends every post with he's a millennial. He ends every fucking post with like a quip at the end.
Okay.
Hey, put it to the fucking list.
Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals.
How about that? So it's not ASPCA now.
I think that's like the American.
Oh.
Let me look. ASPCA.
I'd always thought the A was...
it's the American Society.
I thought the A was always for animal. So, some of the comments were saying, I talked to her husband and he said he was going to talk. He said he doesn't want cops to be at his house. I don't want my ex-wife finding out I didn't nip the situation in the bud like I assured her would. Which, I mean, at this point, you've done everything you could in terms of like not going to the cops. Like,
yeah,
you have expressed your feelings like, I don't want to talk to you. You are making me uncomfortable.
People were talking about her concern for the son being weird. And he says, yeah, it didn't make any sense. How does she simultaneously believe the two contradictory statements that A, 8 is too late to get home, and B, that it's suspicious that my son was asleep when we got home? If it's late, it's not weird that he was asleep. And if it's weird that he was asleep, it can't have been that late. Also, he's 5.
Oh.
5-year-olds sleep. A lot of people saying, he needs to get the police involved. He says, I don't view calling the police as safeguarding anything. Police officers make mistakes all the time. There aren't more or less equipped to handle a volatile situation than anyone else. A lot of other stuff. And I think probably him being a minority in the situation is obviously could be contributing to that. Doesn't want his kid to be around the cops, et cetera, et cetera. He said he saw the husband later that day. One of the moms from daycare and her son came home with me and my son for a play date. When we were heading outside, I saw a crazy neighbor come out. Her husband followed her out and pulled her back inside. It all happened so fast, I almost thought I imagined it. So he's definitely aware that she continues to harass me.
Yeah, you need You need to corner the husband and talk to him. And
He also says there are other non-white people that live here. So he's not the only not white person in the neighborhood.
Maybe talk to some of your other neighbors and be like, is she doing this shit to you guys? Because what the fuck?
If I had to take a guess, and there is one more update, he's probably a minority group that I'm imagining they're living in like a nice neighborhood. And he's part of a minority group that she is racistly thinking like, how can he afford to live here by himself? And that's why she's like, does your wife, like, do you know where he lives? Like, and like asking questions like, what does she do for work? Like, did you take a bunch of her money in the divorce? Like, I feel like it's along that lines of racist questioning.
yeah, that wouldn't surprise me one bit.
The last update, is about a month after the original post. My entitled neighbor threatened me with police. Last night, my son and I went to a party at a friend's house. Several children were there, and the host offered a sleepover for any kid who wanted to spend the night. Once all the kids were asleep, us adults enjoyed the adult beverages.
Okay, turn up.
I left my son and my car at my friend's house to pick up in the morning, and then I walked home. After I got home, I went straight to bed. I was woken up by the doorbell camera. My neighbor was there. I ignored her, but I watched her on the camera. She said that she knew I was home, and that if I didn't answer, she would call a wellness check for me because I came home with my son. I told her through the camera that he was at a slumber party, and I wanted her off my porch. She asked, why is he at a slumber party on a Monday night?
None of your fucking business.
I said it was
None of your fucking business.
without the fuck, and to get off my porch. She said she was going to call for the wellness check unless I showed her proof that he was okay. I walked out the back door and towards her house. She saw me when I was almost there and came running after me. I knocked on her door. She reached her front door right before her husband opened the door and demanded that I leave her property.
Interesting.
Her husband answered the door and asked what was going on. I told him that what his wife did and was threatening to do. He yelled and cursed at her, asking her what was wrong with her and telling her to get inside the house. She told him to lower his voice, saying the neighbors would hear. He said the neighbors already think she's a word that I'm not going to repeat because they see her knocking on my door all the time. What word do we think?
A con.
You think so?
Yes.
Hey, she said it, folks.
I can say it.
She's
told
Australian.
No.
Log out her all
I
day.
am one, so I can say it.
Don't say that by yourself, Queen.
She told him to stop, and he told her to get in the house. She went inside. He then apologized to me and said she isn't going to knock on my door again.
Yeah, okay.
I felt uncomfortable because of the yelling and cursing, and I was also still tipsy. So I said, okay, and went home. So far, no knocks. We'll see what happens. And people are saying, like, can you move out? And he's like, no, I can't afford to sell this house. I just, one thing I've been considering is renting it out and using the proceeds to pay the rent on a different house. Stuff like that.
I don't think if you move out and she finds out that you're renting it to people,
Oh,
she's gonna
yeah.
be a fucking freak doll.
Yeah.
So there's an editor's note saying the original OP left a few comments on the other best of subreddit that doesn't have the 7-day waiting period. I'm including those because they have some more context. So he says, thank you all. I'm looking into moving. I know a realtor. I'm going to see if I can rent this house out for enough money to cover the rent on the house in another neighborhood. I won't leave the area, but if I'm in a different neighborhood, she won't have access to me anymore. And that people keep saying to call the police. And he says, yeah, it's weird. When I first posted, people were very friendly and supportive, and it made me feel better about the situation. I felt crazy at first, like I was bullying this nice woman. And the people in the subreddit helped me realize that's not the case. But the second my lived reality didn't fit their preconceptions, they turned on me. It's a weird thing to experience. So because he wasn't wanting to call the police, people were starting to yell at him. And he says, I'm not in Arkansas, but thank you. I've not seen her since her husband yelled at her in front of me. As in, literally, I haven't even caught a glimpse of her. I think she might be done.
He killed her.
And the top comment is, I know when I'm not wanted. Do you now?
Mm.
Do you?
I know when I'm not wanted. How about that?
That was a good story.
2 long ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a good one.
Yeah. That one I skipped to the end and I saw that like she was calling the cops on him and I was like, that is fucking insane.
Yeah.
To go from being the harasser to now trying to feign like you're the harassee.
I mean, Hey, I hate to say it, but that's the classic white woman move.
That's the Karen move.
That's the Karen
But
move.
literally, what are the police gonna do?
Side with the crying white woman, probably
Yeah.
over a
Probably.
minority.
Correct. And at most, they're gonna have documentation for you to do what when it's too late.
Yeah, right.
When she fucking goes nuts and
Steals-
attacks you or your child.
Steals your child.
She's trying to get at them. Get out them.
Oh, I see the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts.
God, we're lucky we don't have crazy neighbors.
Truly. Well, we have that one. She's not outwardly crazy to us, but we've caught glimpses of her being crazy.
Yeah. I got it. Yeah. And that's the shitty part about it. It's like you're in a spot and you can't move. Like it's so,
Yeah.
it's just so monetarily like impossible
Yes.
for most people just to be like, I don't want to live here anymore.
Yeah.
Renting or owning. Like you just
To
gotta
not
put up
feel
with.
safe in your own home.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Every time after he got the Ring camera and she said like I looked out, or even through the people, I imagine just the scene from the movie where there's no laws,
The Purge.
The Purge, and it's the guy in the mask looking through, just like I know you're home. That's what I pictured every time.
No thanks.
This is a nightmare.
Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
Also, having to talk to my neighbor that many times,
Ugh.
that alone's a nightmare.
Yeah, my neighbor just now said thanks for the cookies we gave her for Christmas, and that is a perfect neighbor relationship.
Yeah.
Fucking 3 months later, thank you. Didn't go out of our way to talk to each other.
Yeah.
Just happened to see her. Said, hey, thanks for those cookies. I'm like, no problem. Aurora
Yeah.
loved bacon.
We've had 2 new neighbors, I guess, since we moved into the house, and I did like a welcome basket or whatever, and just put our phone number in the card. Like, if you ever need anything, we're here. And they always text and say like, thanks, whatever. And we don't like have a relationship. Like, we're not friends. We're friendly.
Yeah.
But it's been helpful when like we had like a water issue and I could text them and be like, hey, is your water brown? And they're like, yeah, what the hell?
Mm,
So then I have to call this, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Or like, did you guys lose power? Neighborly shit.
Yeah.
Because we live in too small of a town for, what's that neighborhood app next door?
Yeah.
We don't like,
Not-
that's probably, you don't have like a specific neighbor for that.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
We're too small of a town for that. It's the whole town is one neighborhood.
And this is why we got to bring back Yik Yak.
We
Dude,
gotta bring back Yak Yak.
start it up. You're smart. You can do it.
Steal it right
Have
back.
Claude do it for you.
That can't be copywritten.
I'll do it through the cloud.
It can vibrate your butt plug at the same time as writing you a new app.
I don't like my butt plugs when I vibrate.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ow.
You know what I do like?
Ending the show.
Heading over to the bonus episode. Patreon.com/JudgiesPod, folks.
Anywhere else you're on the internet, we're probably there too.
That's right.
At Judgies Pod, JUDGIES Pod, POD.
Great fucking episode.
3
guys.
stories.
It was good.
3 stories.
Well, 4 with the listener submission.
Mwah. Still at 11.
You can get on this or what? Oh, squeaky chair.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
The Judgies.